Alright, here we go with Chapter 2. This is a really critical and important chapter. There will be at least 2, if not maybe 3 videos to be able to get through this one. As always, you have multiple learning outcomes. This particular chapter has 3 slides of learning outcomes. So be sure that you are familiar with these and are able to do the 11 things that they have identified as being critical and important for you to know by the time you're at the end of the chapter. Alright, starting off, we're going to talk about strategic planning. Now, strategic planning, the goal of strategic planning is to create and maintain a fit between the organization's resources and the objectives that they have. Okay, so they have your goals and your resources, which could be anything from money and equipment and personnel. And also the other thing that it throws in here is the evolving market opportunities. That is, what is becoming available for you to potentially make money on? What areas or industries can you go into to be able to address needs and wants of customers? Strategic errors can threaten a firm's survival, but a good plan can help protect and grow the firm. Right? Excuse me. Now, we're talking about SBUs, Strategic Business Units. Strategic Business Units, or SBUs, they are a subgroup of a larger business. They could be a collection of related businesses within a larger organization that have the characteristics that you see on the slide here. Sometimes SBUs can share like manufacturing facilities, sometimes they can share distribution channels, sometimes they can even share some of the managers from the parent company, but there are also times when SBUs are independent of the parent company, and SBUs are definitely independent of other SBUs within that parent company. Alright, strategic alternatives. This is a slide that I definitely want you to be aware of, definitely for like the short answer essay part. So when you're looking at this opportunity matrix, this slide and the next slide will be able to describe those. You can see them in 2 different visuals. You have 4 different directions that you can go: market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification. Alright, so market penetration is not making really any changes. You're using your current product and you're targeting your current customers and just trying to make more money, increase your market share in that area. Market development. Now, the thing that is changing or being developed is the market. So you're using the same products. The product stays the same, but with the market being developed, you're trying to attract new customers to your product. Product development, all right, when you think of those 2, market and product development is that you are changing the product, which means the market is staying the same. So you're coming up with new products for your current markets. And then diversification is just simply coming up with new products to new markets, kind of going different than what it is that you've been accustomed to. All right, and then here are some examples that the book uses. Okay, you can see the present market and new market on the left-hand side, present products and new products along the top, and then market penetration, product development, market development, and diversification there, with examples using Starbucks as the example going through. All right, the innovation matrix that you see here, it enables a company to see just what types of assets that they need to be developed and what types of markets are possible to grow into based upon the company's core capabilities. As a company moves away from its core capabilities, okay, the core capabilities are going to be in the lower left, it, at that point, excuse me, needs to become innovative rather than just choosing one of the 4 sectors on the previous slide, innovation becomes very, very important. So if you're looking in the yellow circle, the yellowish circle on the inside, that's called core innovation. These decisions implement changes that use existing assets, your current equipment, your current people, and provide some new convenience to existing customers. You're trying to use what you have to your current customers, but trying to give it a little bit of a different feel, okay, something a little bit new. The orange arc in the middle is called adjacent innovation, and these decisions are designed to take the company's strengths into new markets. So this is what you're good at. You find something that you're good at, and you try to develop new markets based upon them. Last one, the red arc, is transformational innovation, and this is where decisions result in brand new markets, brand new products, sometimes even new businesses or SBUs as well. It's an unfamiliar territory that you're going into. All right, Boston Consulting Group, the portfolio matrix, is another one you definitely want to know and be aware of. All right, so this is where the Boston Consulting Group classifies each SBU by its present or potentially their forecasted growth and their present or forecasted market share as well. And they're given one of 4 classifications, as you can see here. All right, a star is a fast-growing market leader. Very, very good. Usually has large profits, but you have to keep providing it cash in order to grow. You have to keep investing in it for it to be able to continue to grow. All right, the second one, a cash cow, generates more cash than it needs, so it's profitable. All right, a lot of times though, it is in a low growth market, so there's not a ton of growth in the market or the industry that it is in, but because the product has such a high market share, it's dominant in that low growth industry, so it's still good. Question mark is also known as a problem child, okay? Question mark or problem child. And this is where it shows rapid growth, but the profit margins are just really, really bad. Okay, really, really bad. It usually has a small market share in an industry where there's a lot of growth. So it's not growing. It has low market share. You have to put a lot of money into it to prevent it from going down to a dog. So it's a tough call as to whether or not you want to feed and invest in that. And the dog is just simply low growth potential, small market share. Usually the decision made here is to just not continue feeding that one. Okay, so here they're broken down. Upper left is stars, upper right is problem child or question mark, bottom left cash cows, bottom right is the dog. Okay, so what I just talked about on the last slide applies right here as well. They just give you an example and a visual aid to be able to see that. Okay, another thing, strategies for the portfolio matrix, 4 options that you have here. So once you classify your SBU as one of the 4 that we just listed, you have to determine how you're going to allocate the resources for each of your SBUs. And you see the 4 strategies there: build, hold, harvest, and divest. Build is if an SBU has the potential to be a star. What you want to do is look at building into it, investing into it. If an SBU is successful cash cow, okay, to the second level, the goal would be to hold or to preserve the market share that it currently has. The third one, harvest, is a strategy for any SBU except for stars. The basic goal in the harvest is to increase short-term cash returns, all right, without really a lot of concern for the long-term impact. So it's more of a short-term look. And then divest is just getting rid of the SBUs with low growth, low shares in a potentially low growth market as well. General Electric came up with their own model for selecting strategic alternatives. This one here, if you're looking at it, the horizontal axis at the bottom, the business position, just is another way of saying that would be like business strengths. It measures what they do well, what can they do to take advantage of opportunities with their target market. Left-hand side, the market attractiveness. Okay, that's your vertical axis. That just measures how attractive a market is for a company to enter. And depending upon what they're good at and how attractive the market is, they will recommend to either invest or grow, okay, if it's a good situation. Cautiously invest, proceed with caution is the yellow areas, and the red ones are strongly consider what you're talking about before you would invest money in these. Stay away from them more than likely. Okay, what is a marketing plan? This is going to be your major project. The marketing plan is your major project for this course. It's something that you're going to have to create. But the marketing plan, think of it as the basis for all marketing strategies and decisions. Right? It's like your game plan. It has research, it has recommendations, it has strategies, it has implementation dates. There's a lot of information in it, and everything is all focused on this particular plan. Now, the main reason that you do this, as you can see on this slide, it puts something in writing, first of all. As long as you put good information in and you have good research, it is a reliable source of data and information. It's a timeline for you to follow. It provides you with the information that you need to be able to make wise decisions moving forward for future activities as well. And the main elements of the marketing plan, you have at the top the mission statement. Moving down, you go to your situation analysis, or your SWOT analysis, and SWOT stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. All right. Then you move down to your objectives. Okay, what do you want to accomplish? Determine a target market, and then establish your marketing mix. Those are your 4 Ps, the marketing mix. At the very bottom, the implementation, evaluation, and control are pretty much the elements of what's considered advanced strategic planning, and we'll cover those a little bit later. Okay, this is where I'm going to stop with the first video. We'll pick up here with video number 2.